What y'all out here for? You got grievances? You're mad about something? What do we want? Democracy. When do we want it? Now. Elon Musk, you are through. Ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you. I said, Elon Musk, you are through. Ain't nobody scared of you. And Tesla cars are junky too. Ain't nobody scared of you.
Hello, everyone! Woo! My name is Diana. I am the organizing manager for the Many, and I also am part of the advisory board with UIDN, the Ulster Immigration Defense Network. Woo! I want to express my appreciation for everyone being here today. I think showing up is the first step, right, to fighting back. Woo! And I am here to talk about how it is affecting our communities, right? We know that it's affecting our working people and especially our immigrant community. ICE has been in our communities for a long time. We already know that. But the way that they are showing up now is very scary. They are trying to separate our families, our children from their parents. And we have to do everything in our power to fight back and protect them. Woo! Because of the thing that our incredible community is here for, right? We won't bend easily. We look out for each other, we make sure our neighbors have what they need, and we fight back against anyone that tries to mess with our people. We keep us safe. I'll be honest, I never thought we would be here in second round of the Trump administration. But because of all the racism, misinformation, and because of the economy, we are here once again. We know that immigrants are not the reason for the struggles that we are all facing, but that doesn't stop ICE from knocking on our people's door. So we have to stop them. We have to organize and pass laws that protect all, like the New York for all, and that would not let the state collaborate with ICE. We have to go further, right? We have to go further because the way that we can actually change things is by changing the law. We have to also think about, again, our working folks, right? The utility bills, the housing, we're all going through it, right? Central Hudson. We have to fight against all this to protect the people that we love and to make sure that we are here for a long time in our communities. This is a dark moment, and I'm not gonna lie, but it's also an opportunity to bring us all together and remind us that we have to step up to protect our rights and always have to do that. When we come together, we build power to win the protection that everyone in our community deserves, no matter who they are or no matter where they're from. Last time, in the other administration, we fought to get restore access to driver's license for our immigrant community so that way they can feel safe, right? Just going to work, taking their kids to school, and doing everyday basic needs. And in this time around, we're still gonna fight, and we're gonna still pass things and to protect our community. This administration wants us to live in fear, but we aren't going to. Just like us, they can keep knocking that door, but we're not going to answer. We are going to keep organizing and keep fighting for our families and our neighbors because we can't afford not to. And seeing all of you here tonight, I feel very confident that we are in the right path. Thank you all.
Elon Musk and Trump go home! Don't be tapping my cell phone!
I am the Executive Director of the Hudson Valley LGBTQ+ Community Center. I'm also a native of Ulster County, and I'm really pissed off about what's happening to our community right now. Trans people stand right alongside immigrants now on the front line of this, as scapegoats and meant to distract us from what the real problems are in our community, in our country. Already we're beginning to feel the effects. Genders are being removed from passports. They are being changed arbitrarily. Educational materials that guide school districts, including our school districts right here in the Hudson Valley, about how to best support LGBTQ+ parents and students have been removed. There's been a chilling effect on schools and service providers. Right here in Kingston, the leading provider in our area of gender-affirming care scrubbed the mention of trans from their website. If you go to their website as recently, and I didn't check today, but as recently as yesterday, and you click on the URL or you type in the URL that used to exist, you get to an error 404 page. So imagine what that's like. That's telling a whole group of our friends, our family members, our neighbors, they do not exist. They are in fact in error. There is grave concern among trans adults and youth about whether the care they need, that they will be able to continue to access it. All of this is happening right now. We're also seeing and continuing to see the migration of trans people, gender nonconforming, and non-binary people from other, more hostile parts of our country to this place as a place of sanctuary. And we as a community, we have to support them because they are coming here to be safe. We are also seeing the erasure of trans people from our history. Right here in New York State, the National Park Service removed the mention of trans and queer from the Stonewall National Monument website. Now, you may think this doesn't matter very much, but the irony is, the really sad irony that pisses me off is that it was trans women of color who stood up first and said, enough is enough. And don't think that this was just erasing people. This was meant to divide our community, to separate us, people like me, a cis gay white man, from trans individuals, to underscore, perhaps, that we are different. Don't include them. Do not fall for that crap. That's what this administration wants to do. They want to divide us. And then also what we're seeing here is that corporations, like our somewhat or formerly beloved Target, removing DEI from their websites, from their initiatives. Not only that, I was at the Stonewall Visitor Center, which is not run by the National Park Service, by the way, and Target is up there, the fourth major donor on the donor wall. That same year, they removed Pride merchandise from their stores. Then next year, they said, we're not going to engage in DEI initiatives any longer. And that includes people of color, that includes women, that includes LGBTQIA+ individuals. So much of this is about a loss of an individual's right to determine and to express their identity. It is about a loss of a bodily autonomy. And we have to remember that because this is not just a trans issue. This is an issue we share in common with women, with people of color, and with all of us. And if you think that it will end with trans people, you are foolish, because it will not end with trans people. What this administration did, what the campaign before did, was they just figured out who was the least well understood by our society, who was the most vulnerable, and they targeted them. So it will not stop with them, it's just the first step. We will not stand and we will not have it. So what can you do? You can support programs that support trans and LGBTQ+ people. I mean children, I mean youth, I mean adults. This is important. You can advocate with our electives. Never lose an opportunity to tell them and their staff that we are important to them, because this is not going to go away next month. This will be a long road ahead. Our state is going to have to make difficult choices, and we don't want to be the brunt of those choices. Let them know that we matter. Just like you're here today, on Saturday, you can join our friends with the Pride Center of the Capital Region as they march on Albany. Community is what's going to get us through. So check on your trans, your gender nonconforming, your non-binary friends, neighbors, family members. And check on their parents too, because this is hard on parents right now. Parents do not know what to do and they are scared. Write a letter to the editor denouncing what's occurring right now. Our voices need to be heard. And the last thing I'll end with is report hate when you see it. Our state needs to know it exists. Hate and bias. And I have to say, thank you. I'm not going to single anyone out, but someone who works for one of our electives told me via text that they saw one of our volunteers being verbally harassed as they were walking across the Rainbow Crosswalk to come into our building and volunteer. And I said, did you do anything with that? He said, no, it happened a while ago, and I didn't think to say anything. We can't do that. Call the community center. Reach out to the State Division on Human Rights. Call our county office of Human Rights as well. Let them know this is happening. Thank you.
Diversity is you and me. 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 And if that's true, I got another question. Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what resistance looks like.
This is what resistance looks like.
Listen, I tell you that there is nothing new under the sun. The efforts to dismantle DEI are merely echoes of the same tactics used by the architects of racial hatred and bigotry that have been used for generations. Their goal is to maintain a caste system in this nation, one that sets the presumed superiority of one group over the presumed inferiority of other groups by using arbitrary boundaries to keep the designated inferior group in their place. This is the same old song being sung out of a different hymnal. From Jim Crow to affirmative action to DEI, the song is the same. Whether it's former African slaves, people migrating from Haiti, Mexico, or other designated shithole countries, whether it's black people or brown people, whether it's women or disabled, LGBTQ plus people, I tell you, it's the same old song sung by a people who are fearful of losing their power. DEI values the diversity of all people. It values the equity that provides fair access to opportunity to all people, and the inclusion which gives all of us the pathway to the American dream. Those wanting to dismantle DEI want to exclude all people except themselves. They want to prevent fair access to opportunity opportunities for everyone except themselves. They want to block the pathway to the American dream for everyone except themselves. We already know their song, and we've got a new song to sing. I'll tell you the first verse of our song. We are deliberate and determined, demanding that companies and corporations stand up against the tyrannical rantings of an unchecked wannabe king. The second verse says, we are enraged and engaged, challenging any attempts by companies and corporations to erase our images and our products from their websites and from their shelves. And the third verse said that we are intentional and involved, putting our money where our mouth is, joining together to boycott those companies and corporations that are not intentional about inclusion. And there's a refrain to our song. It says, DEI is not going away. DEI is here to stay. DEI is not going away. DEI is here to stay. DEI is not going away. DEI is here to stay.
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
Oh, you guys are on your own now, huh? I just realized something. Putin and Trump are insane. We are insane. We demand a free Ukraine. Putin and Trump, they're insane. Hey. When they say go away, we say no way. 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 Go away. No way. Get away. No way. Back away. No way. Stand away. No way. Get away. No way. Go away. No way. Go away.
I'm supposed to get you folks riled up. I think you are already riled up. All right. You bet. The braying bully is back again, and he's brought back a couple of his bully boy friends. You know their names. Greed is good and Trickle Down. Sound familiar? Yeah. And they are in charge of shoving $4 trillion of tax cuts down our throats that go mostly to millionaires and billionaires. We know. They say more money in the wallets of the rich is going to spur growth and make all of us rich. Where have you heard that before? To pay for these tax windfalls, these water boys in Congress are going to be cutting spending programs by $2 trillion, folks. They're going to have to cut Medicaid by $8 billion. Medicaid, that serves 72 million Americans and provides health care to children, seniors, people with disabilities, and a hell of a lot of millions who got health care through the Affordable Care Act. The bullies will also have to cut food stamp programs that feed the neediest families and undercut farmers who grow the food to feed them. Cuts will also close rural hospitals all over the country. They're cutting Medicaid now, folks, but be sure they will be after Medicare. Medicare is next. Watch when they try to privatize all of Medicare and have those COs that are getting those juicy tax cuts be in line. Also, they're going after the VA. Have you heard? The VA is, there are plans to privatize VA, and watch what happens to our veterans' benefits. Congressman Lawler, that guy down that way, he says that we are lying when we say Medicaid is going to be cut. Congressman, I call you on that and raise you one. We'll wait and see who, in Al Franken's words, are the lying liars. Are you outraged that Trump and the Republicans in Congress care more about their rich donors than us, especially the most vulnerable among us? Folks, are you outraged? All right, so we will fight back. Bullies fold when they get a poke in their own eye. We will fight back, and we're here to stay. Thank you.
I hate to interrupt this protest, but we need to continue with a public service announcement for the Trump regime. What you see is what you get, and you ain't seen nothing yet. What you see is what you get.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
What you see is what you get.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
What you see is what you get.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, they say shut up, we say
Rise up.
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 shut up,
Rise up.
shut up,
Rise up.
shut it up,
Rise up.
shut up,
Rise up.
shut it up.
Hello, Kingston! You guys are powerful and mighty today on this day. You are making me and the world proud. Give yourselves a round of applause. I am here to deliver a message that will walk with you for the rest of your journey. We are in the midst of an attempt to constitutionally set this United States of America back. We will not go back. The Constitution means that the body of fundamental principles are established precedents according to which a state or other organization is acknowledged to be governed. Trump and his administration has misused the military for his own domestic political purposes. He has illegally reprogrammed federal funds to achieve his own policy objectives. He has politicized independent agencies for his own needs. He has openly violated federal law. He has strong-armed state and local governments to fall in line with his priorities by threatening without authorization to withhold federal funds. He is focused on the billionaires getting tax cuts while
Trump administration is engaged in a wholesale attempt to roll back the clock on racial justice by dismantling efforts to address systematic racism and promote a more equitable and just society. Our voices must be part of the national conversation on policies that impact civil rights, equality, and the future of our democracy. We must continue to stay informed, support initiatives that mimic our views, and encourage our elected officials to stand up, not stand down. We have witnessed or read about leaders who fought to defend our Constitution, and we will not stand by and watch it be dismantled. The rights of the people are in the line, and I charge all of you present today with the authority to stand against any actions to destroy our Constitution and erase what history has taught us. I charge you with the right to continue to use your voice and your presence to be seen and heard, and most importantly, I charge each of you to stand together, united on the issues that will pave the way for a more improved world. You have been charged. Onward and upward we go, and together we stand.
No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here.
Hello, Ulster County. We are living in deeply unsettling and upsetting times. The administration in Washington has launched a blitzkrieg attack on the workings of our government. How's this, people? They are tearing down the basic support structures of civil society. They are trying to criminalize the very idea of inclusiveness, mutual respect, and common decency in order to impose their own narrow, selfish ideology. I want to assure you that here in Ulster County, we will continue to protect the vulnerable. We will continue to protect the environment. We will continue to protect public health. I promise you that Ulster County remains committed to inclusiveness, respect, and common decency. We have one mission and one mission only, and that's to build a sustainable, resilient, thriving Ulster County that leaves no one behind. Everyone has a right to thrive. Everyone. If you are trans, you have a right to thrive. If you are an immigrant, you have a right to thrive. If you can't afford a place to live, you have a right to thrive. Your government's only job, my only job, is to help you thrive. It is tragic that our federal government is dedicated to cruelty. What we need to do, loudly and proudly, is to care about each other anyway. Do not cower. Do not hide. Do not obey in advance. do not consent to a heartless government. Their goal is to demoralize. Our challenge is to remoralize. Help each other, defend each other, lift each other up. Make our collective spirit so big and so strong, they can't crush it. Thank you.
I hate to interrupt this excellent rally with a protest, but I got a couple of questions. Question number one, tell me what America looks like. Tell me what America looks like.
This is what America looks like.
Tell me what America looks like.
This is what America looks like.
Tell me what America looks like.
This is what America looks like.
Trump, you can't hide. We can see your fascist side. Trump,
You can't hide. We can see your fascist side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your fascist side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your fascist side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your fascist side.
Okay, I was about to change it up. Trump, you can't hide. We can see your racist side. You can't hide.
We can see your racist side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your racist side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your racist side.
Okay, I gotta change it up again. Trump, you can't hide. You can't hide. We can see your greedy side.
Trump, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your greedy side.
Trump, you can't hide.
We can see your greedy side.
A people united will never be
Divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
It's time for us to stop the war of the rich on the poor. It's time for us to stop the war
Of the rich on the poor.
It's time for us to stop the war.
Of the rich on the poor.
It's time for us to stop the war.
Of the rich on the poor.
It's time for us to stop the war.
Of the rich on the poor.
When democracy's under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When democracy's under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy's under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy's under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy's under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.